Hello there. Welcome back to my tiny corner of the internet. Sit back, relax, and follow along as I share some of the random games that I play and things that I do. On today's episode, watch in amusement as this rural old person experiences Strat-O-Matic baseball. So yeah, this is Strat-O-Matic baseball. This is essentially my first time trying to play this by myself. I have a little bit of experience with this game, but not much. I did just buy the 2024 Colorado Rockies, one of the worst teams in franchise. In fact, I think it is the worst team in Rockies franchise history. But my brother plays this, and he has collected the cards since the 60s, so he has most of them. And he was kind enough to send me some extra teams against which I could play the Rockies. And one of the extras that he sent was the world-famous 1927 New York Yankees. I think they were the winningest team in baseball history. So this should be a blowout. Now, I am just going to be using the basic rules. There's not going to be any ballpark effects or super advanced rules, anything like that. So, as much as the Bambino would love to jack a few into the rock pile, he's not going to get any extra help. So, at any rate, let's dive into it, shall we? I've got a bunch of extra dice here for keeping score and runners and where they're at and whatnot. So let's put those to the side for now and start off with a roll. So the Rockies are at home and the Yankees are the visitors, so the visitor bats first. So here we go. Leading off is Earl Combs. Earl Combs, he gets a 5-11. So if you know how this game works, or if you don't, the dice that isn't the same color as these two indicates the column, and the sum of these two dice indicate the result in that column. Results 1 through 3 are on the batter's card. Results 4 through 6 are on the pitcher's card. So a 5-11 is on the pitcher's card. Column 5-11 is a ground ball to the first baseman. But that is an X. So I need to check if the Rockies' first baseman commits an error. So Rockies' first baseman looks like Michael Toglia. He's a first baseman 3. All right, so first base 3. You roll a d20. He got a 20. And, oh, that's an out. First base 3 is an out. Well, in any result, I guess. Well, no, first base, third base, and a pitcher 3 would always be an out on a 20. And runners would advance 1 base if there were any on. But there are no runners on, so that is just an out. So, I will say, gosh, probably need to get some more dice here, huh? You know what, let's, here, I'll grab this dice. So, no, that's not the right one. Yeah, well, okay, I will just say, I'll switch up the color. There is 1 out on the Yankees. So Earl Combs goes to the back. There's 1 out on the Yankees. Okay, that's what that dice means. All right. And because I was using that dice to roll here, I've switched that out for another different colored dice. So Bob Musial steps to the plate. He gets a 6-5 and a 6-5. Anything on the Rockies card, I don't think it's going to be good. Oh boy, 6-5. Home run 1-15. Double 16-20. Oh, good Lord. That's an 8. So Bob Musial jacks a home run, a solo shot. Good Lord. And they are already off to the races. Well, the Rockies did manage to at least get an out. So, okay, pop out. So he gets a home run. So the score is now 1-0 Yankees. I think a 20-sided dice might be enough to keep score. Okay. There's still 1 out. And to the plate steps Lou Gehrig. Can the redoubtable Mr. Gehrig go back-to-back? A 4-6. That is a fly ball to the right fielder. A B means some stuff if there were runners on, but there is nobody on. So Lou Gehrig flies out. It is 2 outs. And to the plate steps the Bambino. His first swing in Coors Field. What can he do? A 2-6. 2-6 is a triple 1-4 or a single otherwise. Well, 2-6. Yep, I'm reading that right. So if it's 1-4, it's a triple. It is not a triple. So he gets a single, and the star means it would be a 2-base advance for any runners, but there aren't any runners on. So the Babe jacks a triple. And there is, okay, so I need to say that the Babe, there's runners on third. So the Babe is on third. Which brings up Tony Lazzari. I don't know how to pronounce these names. A 6-7 is a single. So he gets a solid single with an RBI, scoring the Babe. So it is now 2-0 with 2 outs, and there's a runner on first. Good Lord. I can see why this team was so dangerous. Of course, it doesn't help that the Rockies have had notoriously bad pitching. So let's see what Pat Collins can do here. That's a 5-8. A 5-8 is ground ball. Second baseman, that's an X though. I need to check to see if he gets an error. The Rockies' second baseman is Brendan Rodgers. He's a 3. So I rolled a 20. That's a 12 on a second base 3. Out with no runners on base 4. If no runners are forced, runners hold. With 1 or more runners forced, batter is safe. Disregard previous result. Runner on first is out going to second. Other runners advance 1 base. I don't know what that means. So, just on the So he's out with no runners on base, but there is a runner on base. So I think, and then I read line 4. Well, see, I don't understand really how baseball works very well. Ground ball to the second baseman. So I think he would have been forced, and there's 2 outs anyway, so yeah, it's just an out. So he grounds out. Okay. So Mark Koenig will be at the plate next. However, the damage has been done. It is 2-0 Yankees, and the Rockies haven't even stepped to the plate yet. So let's see what the 2024 Rockies can do against Waite Hoyt, the starting pitcher for the 1927 Yankees. And I'm dropping dice on the floor. That's not going to help. Okay. There was my exercise for the day. Okay, Brendan Doyle. That is a 311. 311 is a ground ball A. So that's just a ground out. There are, oh, I'll use purple for the Rockies. So we've got 1 out on the Rockies. Jacob Stallings comes to the plate. 3-3. That is a ground ball A. There's nobody on base, so I don't need to worry about those numbers. Yeah, batter is out at first. No runners, yeah. So, okay. We have 2 outs on the Rockies. So he also grounds out. And Charlie Blackmon there. Yeah, he's the designated hitter. What does Mr. Blackmon do with his beard? A 4-7. 4-7 looks like a ground ball to the Yankees second baseman. Yankees second baseman is Tony Lazzeri. He's a 2. A 10 on a 2 second baseman is outnumbered with a 3. Runner on first is outgoing. Okay, well, there were no runners, so that's just the last out. So Charlie Blackmon grounds out. That is a 1-2-3 for the Rockies. Okay. The Yankees step to the plate. The top of the second. And we have Mark Koenig belts a 2-7. 2-7 is a fly ball left field B. There's no runners, so don't need to worry about it. So he pops out. Joe Duggan, I don't know. What can he do? 2-7. That is a strikeout. Rockies record a rare strikeout. Which brings John Grabowski to the plate. He is their designated hitter, or at least that is what I have decided. A 4-5. 4-5 is ground ball to the Rocky shortstop. The Rocky shortstop is Ezekiel Tovar, and he's a 1. So he's a pretty good shortstop. And he got a 10. 10 on a shortstop. 1 is out. So 1, 2, 3 for the Yankees. And now the Rockies in the bottom of the second. No, actually, I should probably try to keep track of what inning it is. So yeah, this is the bottom of the second. Oh, I can't see that there. That is the second inning. Okay. Oh wait, Charlie Blackmon, he already got out last inning. So Ryan McMahon, a 4-4. That's a ground ball to the Yankees' third baseman, who is Joe Duggan. He's a 2. A 6 on a 2. Wait, that is... Did I read that right? Yeah, he's their third baseman. So a 6 on a 2 is an out. Ryan McMahon rounds out. All right. Nolan Jones, 5-8. 5-8 is a strikeout. So, no, wait a minute. No, yeah, it is a strikeout. But this, yeah, this is the bottom. Yeah, this is the bottom of the second inning. So, okay, everything is correct. I may not have mentioned this, but I don't know how to score a baseball game, so I'm just trying to make hen scratches off camera here. And that was Nolan Jones. He struck out. So I need to advance him. And I need to take that to 2 outs. Brendan Rodgers, 6-8. 6-8 is a fly ball to the center fielder. There's no runners on, so that is just a pop out. So they are out. Brendan Rodgers has had his turn. And it is now the third inning. And Earl Combs, top of the order for the Yankees, will lead off the third inning with a 4-6. 4-6 is a fly ball, so he pops out. Bob Musel, Musel, Muscle, I don't know. 2-7. 2-7 is a fly ball. So he also pops out. So that is 2 outs. And Lou Gehrig. A 3-7 on Mr. Gehrig is a home run 1 double 2-20. That is a double. So Mr. Gehrig is on second base. Which brings up Babe Ruth. 2 outs. This is where it all went to pot in the first inning for the Rockies. Just with 2 outs. Babe Ruth. 3-8. 3-8 is a single. 1-8. Line out otherwise. But it's a 1, so the runner would advance a base additional. So on second, he goes to third. So let's see here. Oh, that's a 15. So no, that was a line out. So Babe Ruth lines out, stranding Lou Gehrig, and the Yankees do not capitalize on the runner in scoring position, as that was their last out. Okay. The Rockies. Bottom of the third inning. Michael Toglia steps to the plate and belts out a 5-7. 5-7 is a strikeout. Strikeout. There is 1 away. Oh, forgot I have to. Okay. Ezekiel Tovar. Can he do something for the Rockies? A 5-9. 5-9 is a pop out. So there are no runners, so we don't need to worry about that. And Jake Cave. Can Jake Cave do anything for the Rocks? 3-10. Oh, finally, 3-10. A double 1-8, a single 9-20. Double. He gets a double. That is a 2-out double for Jake Cave. And that breaks up, I think, the perfect game for Hoyt. Yeah, that's the first base runner he is allowed. So we have a runner on second. So, yeah. Or no. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is double because he rolled a 7. So yeah, he is on second, which brings up Brenton Doyle. Brenton Doyle. .610. That's a fly ball C. I don't think it's going to matter because it's already 2 outs. But fly ball C, batter is out on the fly out, runners hold. That was the 3rd out anyway, so Boom. They wasted the 2-out clutch double by Jake. Whoops. 2. And that was a pop out. Okay, so that was bottom of the third. We now go to the top of the fourth inning with the score 2-0 Yankees. I'm surprised the Rockies are keeping it as close as they are. All right, so Tony Lazzeri is up. What does he do? A 5-3. 5-3 is a fly ball to left field. That's an X. Gosh, the Rockies have a bad. He's a 4. Nolan Jones. Outfield 4. Okay. What do we get? That's a 14 on an outfield 4 is a single. Any runners advance 2 bases. So I don't know that that's, it doesn't say it's an error. It just says that it's, well, maybe these are all errors. I don't know. I don't know how to score that. So I will just give a single to Tony Lazzeri, and Yanks have Tony on first, which brings up Pat Collins. What can Mr. Collins do? He gets a 1-5. 1-5 is a ground ball to the shortstop. This might be a double play. This might be a double play. Where is ground ball A? Batter is out at first. If no runners are forced, runners hold. If no more runners are forced, runner first out by completion of double play. All the runners advance one base. So I think that means it is a double play. So he gone into double play. So that goes away. The Yankees have 2 outs. And Mark Koenig steps up to try to salvage something. A 4-10. 4-10 is a ground ball to the Rockies' third baseman. Who is that? That is Ryan McMahon. He's a 1. Ryan McMahon, third base, 1. A 15 is out. Wow. The Rockies have managed to stem the bleeding. All right, so bottom of the fourth. Brenton Doyle. No, he made the last out last time. I forgot to. Okay, so Jacob Stallings. Six-six. 6-6 is a pop out to the second baseman. And that is 1 away. Which brings up Charlie Blackmon and the beard. A 110. Is that anything good? That is a ground ball B, which is an out because there's no runners. There are 2 outs, and Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Six eight. 6-8 is a fly ball. That's another pop out. All right, and that takes us to the top of the 5th inning. Yankees still lead 2-0. And to the plate, Matt Cohn. I keep forgetting to advance these guys. He grounded out last time up. This should be Joe Duggan. Joe Duggan. I need to get better at advancing those cards. Okay, Joe Duggan. 2-3. 2-3 is ground ball A. Well, there's nobody on, so he is out. He is out. So he grounded out. John Grabowski. A 5-3. That's a fly ball to the left fielder again. Oh my God. He's a 4. I know this. He's a 4. Outfield 4. Oh my God. 7. Outfield 4. Oh my gosh, that's an out. He made it. Out. Any runners advance 1 base, but there are no runners. So he flies out. Okay. We will take that. We are back to the top of the order for the Yankees with 2 outs. Earl Combs, who has not done anything thus far. That may be about to change with a 3-7. 3-7 is a fly ball to center fielder. No runners, so he is out. Boom, boom, boom. So he pops out. Okay. Bottom of the 5th. Ryan McMahon. Oh, no, did I not? No, he popped out. This should be Nolan Jones. Yes, Nolan Jones. Okay. What can Mr. Jones do? A 110. That's a single. All right. The Rockies, that is their 2nd hit of the game. Bottom of the 5th, they've had 2 hits. Oh boy. Okay. Wait, he is a stealing C. They are not going to hold him, and I don't think he's going to try to steal. Wait a minute. I didn't advance. Because he got the single. This should be Brendan Rodgers. Yes, it is. Brendan Rodgers gets a 2-5. A double? Are you kidding me? A double. A solid double. Good Lord. Rockies might have something going here. So that now means there is a runner on 2nd and 3rd for the Rockies. And they don't have any outs. Sorry, I should have removed that dice a while back. 2nd and 3rd. Bringing up Michael Toglia. I don't know. I have no idea really how to pronounce anybody's names. Yeah, this is the bottom of the order, but I don't think they want to issue intentional walks or anything because, yeah. All right, so he's just going to swing away. A 4-7 is a ground ball to the second baseman. Second baseman for the Yankees is Tony Lazzeri. He's a 2. Ground ball, second base, a 2. A 10 on column 2 is out. What does 3 mean? Runner on first is out, going to second, providing there is one. Completion of double play. Other runners advance 1 base. So there was no runner on first. So that means Toglia is out. So he lines out, but he does get an RBI because the other runners advance a base. So the guy on third scores, and the guy on second goes to third base. There's 1 out, and it is now a 2-1 game for the redoubtable Rockies. Okay, so Toglia got his RBI. There's an out. Bringing up Ezekiel Tovar. Gosh, I don't know how to bunt, so I'm not going to try it. It probably wouldn't be a good idea in this case anyway. So a 5-3 is a walk. Wow. So we now have a man on first and third. Right, 5-3. Yeah, 5-3. I did read that correctly. So a walk. That's Hoyt's first walk of the game. There's 1 out, which brings up Jake Cave. What can Mr. Cave do? 6-8. 6-8 is fly ball B. Fly ball B. Batter is out on a fly out. Runner on third scores. Other runners hold. So pop out RBI for Mr. Cave. It is now a tie ball game. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. So the runner on third scored. We still have the one guy on first because he didn't advance. And with 2 outs, we're back to the top of the order with Brenton Doyle. A 4-8 is a fly ball B. It doesn't matter because batter's out. That's out number 3. So the Rockies are done, but they have managed to tie it up in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th inning. Tie game. All right. So leading off for the Yankees should be Bob Musial. That is correct. Okay. What can Bob do? Oh, wait. Brenton Doyle. He popped out. I need to fix him. Okay. So a 3-7 is a strikeout? Wow, 3-7 strikeout. So 1 out. And Mr. Musel gives way to Lou Gehrig. Six nine. 6-9 is a walk. We have walked Lou Gehrig. So Gehrig is on first. 1 out. The Bambino steps to the plate. He points at Blake Street. A 3-5. 3-5 is a walk. Oh no. Oh no. So Gehrig and Babe, first and second, still 1 out. Tony Lazzeri steps to the plate. This could get ugly in a hurry. 2-7. 2-7 is a strikeout. Oh my gosh, that was huge. A strikeout. Which brings Pat Collins to the plate. He gets a 1-6. That is a pop out to third base. And it was 2 outs anyway. So, oh my gosh. That is out number 3. The Rockies are shaking their heads in disbelief that they got out of that without any further damage being done. All right. So, bottom of the 6th, we have Jacob Stallings to lead it off for Colorado. That is a 6-8. 6-8 is a fly ball to the center fielder. No need to worry about it. So there's 1 out. So Mr. Stallings pops out. Charlie Blackmon. Can the beard do anything? That is a 4-8. 4-8 is a fly ball. B, but there's nobody on, so Mr. Blackmon has popped out. And Ryan McMahon won 6 home run 1-14. 1-14. Can the Rockies take the lead? Yes, they do. He gets a home run. It is now 3-2. And there's still 2 outs. So Nolan Jones, 2-11 is a ground ball. A++, it doesn't matter. That was out number 3. But the Rockies managed to claw back the lead against all odds. Okay. It is now the 7th. Yeah, that was the bottom of 6th. So this is the top of the 7th inning. Mark Koenig is leading off, so that is correct. .610. That is a ground ball C. I don't think that matters because there's no runners. So he grounds out. There is 1 away. Bringing Mr. Dugan to the plate. A 5-3 fly ball left fielder X. Oh my gosh. We already know he's a 4. Double check. Yep. Nolan Jones, left fielder 4. Outfield. He's column 4. That's an 11. That's a double. So this dude gets a double. And I don't know if that means it's an error or not, or if he just couldn't get to it. I don't understand how that works. So I'm just going to say that's a double. All right. So Dugan is on second with 1 out, bringing up John Grabowski. .37. That is a ground ball to the shortstop. A++. Ground ball A. Batter is out at first. A. What does ++ mean? Are those outs? However, I don't. Yeah, it's not. Now, asterisks would be different. But I don't know what the ++ means. That might just be for advanced or something. Oh, wait. Whenever a runner is held on base, any ground ball followed by a ++ becomes a single star. All runners advance 2 bases. But he wasn't being held because it's not first. Well, it's on stealing and holding anyway. I don't know what that means, actually. I don't understand the rules enough on how to score this. I don't know what that means. Base runners advance 1 base in a single. That's disregard asterisks or plus signs, but it says for added realism, use this option. Asterisks indicate 1 base advance for all runners. A single or double followed by 2 asterisks indicates an automatic 2 base advance for all runners. It doesn't say anything about pluses, though. And I don't know enough about it. It might only come into play. Oh, wait. Was this ground ball X? No. 3-7. I should be looking at 3-7. 3-7 is ground ball A++. Ground ball plus. This result occurs in batters cards. Ignore the plus and treat the result as any other ground ball reading. For added reels, the infield center single is being held regarding the ground ball plus as being a single. So I guess I just ignore that unless it's somebody's being held. So I think that means John Grabowski is out. He lines out. And the dude on second, I think, stays because it went to the shortstop. I don't know. I'm obviously not a baseball seam head, so I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm probably screwing this up, but oh well. So they still have a guy on second, 2 outs. And that brings Earl Combs to the plate. 4-8. 4-8 is fly ball B. Doesn't matter because that's going to be the third out. So he flies out. Okay, 7th inning stretch. There's a trivia question in there somewhere. I don't know any good trivia questions. So we will just continue with the game. Okay, bottom of the 7th. Brendan Rodgers is up for the Rockies. Is that right? Yes, that is correct. He gets a 5-9. 5-9 is pops out to the first baseman. Bringing up Michael Toglia. Nope. That is now 1 out. 4-4. Ground ball third baseman. Yankees third baseman is Joe Duggan. He's a 2. A 19 on 2 is an out. Out. 1 runners advance 1 base. There wasn't anybody on. So he is out. That is out number 2. Bringing up Ezekiel Tovar. What can Mr. Tovar do for the Colorado Rockies with 2 outs? 111. That is a single. If there had been anybody on, that would have been nice. Yep. And then Jake Cave. What can Mr. Cave do with 2 outs and a man on first? Does he have any? Yeah, he wants the 3 column. Come on, 3 column. That's not the right column. 6-6. That is a pop out. So they strand a runner. All right. It is now the top of the 8th. And oh, I should reverse those. Gosh, we got the top of the order coming up. Do the Rockies want to go to their closer? Who do we even got? Who is their closer? Looks like Victor Vodnik. What is Victor Vodnik? That's a good question. Huh. Well, I had these cards. I don't know what I've done with them now. I've got so many papers on my desk here. Make sure I didn't. Oh, there he is. Okay, Victor Vodnik. Well, he's got a better card, I think. I mean, his ERA is slightly better. He doesn't get as many strikeouts. Do they want to try it? I mean, I think they do. I mean, the 4 column is really the only bad stuff. He's still got some walks, though. We're going to try it. Victor Vodnik comes in. Alrighty, so it is the top of the 8th. Victor, after having thrown some warm-up pitches, what does he do to Earl Combs? 6-8. 6-8 is a fly ball, so that is 1 away. So Mr. Combs, actually I see that he made the last out last inning. So I think I should have advanced him. And it was still a 6-8 anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. That was Bob Musel that made that pop out. Yeah, I'm going to have to get better at keeping track of these cards. But that brings up Lou Gehrig. Mr. Gehrig can tie it on one swing. 6-6 is a ground ball to our shortstop. Ground ball to the Rocky shortstop is Ezekiel Tovar. He is a 1. Ezekiel Tovar, a 5. That is an out. Yeah, there wasn't anybody on, so he is out. So Lou Gehrig lines out. Lou Gehrig lines out. Bringing up Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is... Now, he got a triple in his first at-bat, and then he walked into line out. Can Ruth do anything here? 5-10. 5-10, fly ball center fielder X. Rockies center fielder is Brenton Doyle. He is a 1. The center fielder 1 is a 10. He is out. So 1, 2, 3 for Victor. Okay. Bottom of the 8th for the Rockies. We should be leading off with Brenton Doyle, correct? Yes, Brenton Doyle. Three eight is a strikeout. So there is one away. Mr. Stalling. A 2-2. Ground ball back to the pitcher. 8. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's an out, ground out to the pitcher. And that is out number 2, which brings up Charlie Blackbeard. One 6. That is a pop out. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies in the bottom of the 8th. And we now hit the 9th inning. The Rockies are 3 outs away. And for the Yankees, who should be up? Babe Ruth, he failed last time. So yes, it is Tony Lazzari. Tony Lazzari. What is he? 6-8. 6-8 is a fly ball. 1 away. Mr. Collins. 4-12 is a walk. That's not good. That is not good. We don't want to give the Yankees any excuse to put guys on base. And what is this guy? Pat Collins stealing E. No, he's not gonna go anywhere. We're not gonna hold him. So Mark Koenig is up, correct? Yes. 2-5. 2-5 is ground ball shortstop A. So ground ball A. Batter is out at first. I think that means he's forced at second. If one or more runners are forced, runner on first is out, completion of double play. Other runners advance 1 base. I think that means that's a double play, right? And with 1 away, that is a grounded into double play, I think. Mark Koenig grounds into a game-ending double play. giving the Rockies an improbable 3-2 victory over the legendary 1927 New York Yankees. If I did the rules right and made all the correct readings, yeah, I was not expecting that result in the slightest. So let's see here. What do we got? For the pitchers, we've got 1, 2, 3 strikeouts for Hoyt. We have 1, 2, 3 strikeouts for Feltner. But as far as hits, I don't really know how to do hits. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 5 hits for the Rockies. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits for the Yankees. Are you kidding me? 6 hits for that squad? Oh my gosh. All right. Well, there you have it. If I did that right, and I probably didn't, that is an improbable come-from-behind victory for the 2024 Colorado Rockies, who finished dead last in the National League that year. And in fact, their, gosh, I think I've got it here somewhere. I don't know. I think they had a winning percentage of like 377 or something. It was pretty abysmal. And I think they were the only worse team in baseball than the Rockies were the 2024 White Sox, who were legendarily bad. They set the major league record for losses. I think they lost 121 games, something like that. So yeah, pretty sad. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, they finished 377 winning percentage. The 2024 White Sox finished 253 winning percentage. Whereas the 1927 Yankees had a winning percentage of 714. So this is quite an upset. I don't think that if you played these games out again another 9 times, that the Rockies would get another win. So that's unusual. So yeah, there you have it. Strat-O-Matic baseball. The Rockies win 3-2, and the Coors Field crowd goes wild, and everybody enjoys a cold brew at all the Blake Street taverns. Hope you enjoyed it. I probably did something wrong. I probably pronounced all of their names incorrectly. I don't know enough about baseball to know if that was a good starting lineup for either team, but I went with what I thought looked good. And like I said, I can't believe the Rockies pulled it out. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed it. We will catch you next time. Until then, have a good one. Bye.